Have you ever walked into a room and felt something? A sudden chill, a wave of warmth, an unspoken tension that hangs heavy in the air. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but you know it is there. We move through our lives surrounded by things we understand. But what about the things we don't? What if every person you meet is broadcasting a signal? A silent, invisible field of energy that tells their story without a single word. A luminous halo that reveals their deepest secrets, their joys and their fears. This is the mystery of the human aura, a concept as old as humanity itself. So, what is this aura? In the simplest terms, it is described as an energy field, a radiant glow that surrounds every living thing. Not just people, but animals and even plants. Those who claim to see it describe it as a multi-layered bubble of light. It shimmers and shifts. It changes with our moods, our health and our thoughts. Imagine a personal rainbow that is uniquely yours. It is said to extend several feet from your body, a silent companion on your journey through life. This energy is not just a passive light. It is an active part of who we are, an invisible extension of our very being. This field of energy is believed to be our spiritual signature, a unique fingerprint of our soul that cannot be faked or hidden. It is the raw, unfiltered truth of our inner world made visible. Think of it as the atmosphere of your personal planet. It protects you. It interacts with the atmospheres of others. When you feel an instant connection with a stranger, could it be your auras harmonizing? When you feel an immediate dislike for someone, could it be your energies clashing? These are the questions that have haunted mystics and philosophers for centuries. The idea that we are more than just flesh and bone. This unseen halo is not just a single color. It is a complex tapestry of light. It has layers, textures, and a constant flowing motion. Some say the layer closest to the body reflects our physical health. The outer layers, they say, are connected to our emotions, our mind, and our spirit. This vibrant shield can become bright and strong when we are happy and healthy. It can become dim, clouded, or even damaged when we are sad, sick, or in distress. The aura is a living diary, a chronicle of our life written in the language of light, a language that some people claim they can read. The idea of a human aura is not a new one. It is not a product of our modern age. It is an ancient whisper, an echo that has travelled through the corridors of time. Look back at the oldest civilizations. You will see it hidden in their art. The ancient Egyptians depicted their gods and pharaohs with radiant halos of light. In Christian art, Jesus and the saints are almost always shown with a golden glow around their heads. This wasn't just decoration. It was a symbol of spiritual power, of divinity, of a higher state of being. Across the globe, different cultures have their own names for this life force. In India, the sacred texts of Hinduism speak of prana. This is the universal energy that flows through all life. It is the breath of the cosmos. In China, it is known as qi, the fundamental energy that animates the body and the world. Taoist masters have spent thousands of years developing practices like Tai Chi and Qigong, all to cultivate and balance this vital energy. These are not just abstract philosophies. For billions of people, they are a fundamental truth about the nature of existence. A truth centered on an unseen energy field. How do people perceive this hidden world? It is not something you see with your everyday eyes. Those who can sense auras, often called clairvoyants, describe it as a different kind of seeing. Some say they see it with their mind's eye, a flash of color that appears when they look at someone. Others say they don't see it as much as they feel it. They can sense the texture of the energy, its temperature, its vibrations. For them, it is as real as the chair you're sitting on. It simply requires tuning into a different frequency, a station that most of us have forgotten how to find. Developing this ability, they say, is like learning a new skill. It takes practice, it takes focus. It requires quieting the constant chatter of your mind. Meditators often report heightened sensitivity to their surroundings. They begin to notice subtle shifts in energy that they were blind to before. Have you ever felt someone staring at you, even when your back is turned? Perhaps you were not imagining it. Perhaps you were sensing the focused energy of their aura reaching out and touching yours. A silent, invisible tap on the shoulder from across the room. If the aura is a language, then its colors are the alphabet. Each hue tells a different story. Each shade reveals a different facet of our inner world. Imagine seeing a person surrounded by a bright, vibrant red. This is the color of passion, of energy, of a strong will. It can signal courage and a love for life. But a dark, murky red might tell a different tale. It could speak of anger, of stress, of unresolved conflict. The same color in a different shade carries a completely different meaning. It is a subtle and complex language. Let us explore this spectrum of the soul. A brilliant orange glow is said to be the mark of creativity and joy. It is the color of adventure, of social connection, of positive feelings. Think of a warm, sunny day. That is the feeling of an orange aura. A bright, clear yellow is the color of the intellect. It shines around thinkers, teachers, and optimists. It signifies a sharp mind, curiosity, and a cheerful disposition. But a dull, mustard yellow could point to overthinking, to criticism, or to a struggle to learn. The light of the mind can be bright, or it can be clouded. Green is the color of the heart. It is the color of nature, of balance, and of healing. A clear emerald green aura is often seen around healers, doctors, and people who are deeply connected to the natural world. It speaks of compassion and growth. A sludgy olive green, however, might indicate jealousy or resentment. The heart's energy, like a garden, can be full of life or choked by weeds. Then there is blue. A calm, royal blue signifies peace, clarity, and strong communication. It is the color of a natural leader, a speaker, someone who is calm under pressure. Finally, we reach the higher vibrations, indigo and violet. These are the colors of intuition and spiritual connection. An indigo aura suggests deep inner knowing, a connection to the unseen. It is the color of the psychic, the visionary. And violet, the rarest and most revered color, is said to be the color of enlightenment. It is the aura of someone who has a deep connection to the divine, to the universe itself. It is a sign of a truly evolved soul. What colors shine in your own unseen halo? What story is your energy telling the world right now? So, what does science have to say about all this? Is there any proof? For a long time, the answer was a simple no. The aura was dismissed as fantasy, as wishful thinking, a relic of a superstitious past. Science deals in the measurable. We cannot see gravity, but we feel its pull every second of our lives. Maybe the aura is simply another part of this invisible world. Of us is a silent, beautiful, and deeply personal mystery waiting to be understood.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.